like a book. Like a book. When I consider my journey to a date of posting this, I summarize it to a metaphor that I often use. My journey is like a book. It has numerous chapters with a hopeful heart to have many more. My book began with an opening like us all, as a baby who had no idea where she was or who she was, a baby who grew more with a child's heart, filled with innocent eyes of the world that surrounded her. Like a book. For me, sharing in this way doesn't make me sad. Maybe it comes from the road traveled to this state that has taught me how precious life is and teaches me how to be very grateful, being aware of that fact. Awareness determines my words, my actions, and my decisions daily. Life is a gift. And each new day, my intent is to not take that for granted. I continue forward with an awareness of that, including from numerous examples along my life's journey. I live daily exercising in gratitude. Exercising. Knowing that my book does have a closing chapter too. And I know firsthand and choose to share that living with gratitude does and will rob regret. This is a heart that knows firsthand. Living in my truth on this site tells you that. If you want to know the story, feel free to venture there. But from a heart that knows, exercising gratitude, being appreciative, allowed me to rob regret. My shares are not about being easy, and they are not focused on being hard either. Instead, for me, I'm driven and living fulfilled, and that includes taking what I've walked through and sharing that as a perspective. I don't provide answers. Like you, I'm walking life's journey daily. I share my perspective from what I have experienced and my thoughts on that. And my heart is that you take from that, whatever it might be, what can be an asset for your day, to equip you for tomorrow and to continue forward. My purpose, my focus is to continually seek daily a relationship with my Creator, not centered on rituals of a religion. I want to know God more, and my intent is to live loving this day and having awareness of a hopeful tomorrow, with an opportunity to continue in my intent. Sharing love with all those who surround me, and for those that I encounter, and including this village where I share. Faith in God has been my leaning board. It's been my refuge. And it's not ever been just about a religion for me. It's always been about a relationship. I always think of it as truly the words of the potter creating the clay. My help is in Him, and I clearly know this. The comfort in that for me is that I did not create myself. So who would better know me? Who understands my heart when it's difficult to share it? Who knows the road before me? And who understands the road behind? God is my comfort for that and for numerous more reasons. More than words, it's an experience. And like any relationship that grows or you trust in that is developed from experiences, it's from being familiar. This is the walk I found not by just what I've read, but by my direct experiences. In fact, I sum it up as I'm living on what I'm prepared for my book to close on. And that means something to me. That really means something to me. It allows me to determine the investment into what surrounds me or to what I allow to grab my attention. It allows me to determine the invitations that I choose to accept or not, of drama or peace. It's my choice, always a choice. My book has a hopeful heart, and for many, many more chapters that are lived full on the grace that my Creator has taught me belongs to me, to my journey, to rest in that. And again, this is not a share of being easy. I define it as an exercise daily. Exercising gratitude daily. It's an exercise. It's a work. It's a focus. And I recognize and I understand completely that to know something and to possess something is two very different things. So I have to choose daily on where to place my focus. I have to choose daily, knowing it's a work, that will be decided by continual choices every single day, like a book. So my invitation to you is to find what can be an asset in this village. For this day and for the hopeful road before you, exercise your focus on those areas that bring you peace, that allow you to set aside those areas that you can't change in the moment. Why carry that worry and anxiety all day? In calmness, exercising, maintaining that peace within, it allows you to consider the options on what needs to be done. It allows you, in the midst of whatever that looks like, that your peace in your home can continue. Again, an exercise. Words are not magic. Thinking great thoughts one time doesn't cover the whole week. It's a daily work. It's a focus on what the day before you will be. It's your intention. It is your intent. And in most cases, that intent will determine your words. It will determine your actions. It will determine the flow around you. The intent of this share, and all shares really, is just to say it. And to allow you to decide what can be an asset for you. You decide. You decide what you can do with it and find the part that inspires you, encourages you, or just simply provides a hug to you in the moment. My faith, this village, is centered on love. My intent is not to decide who you are or what you should be. My intent was, is, and always will be making gratitude contagious and operating in love. Helping build bridges is a village that allows conversation, that allows us to respectfully hear each other, and knowing that it's okay to agree to disagree. It's okay. It's a conversation, and a conversation with different views can be a beautiful thing. This village has a buffet table, and the heart of it is to take what you can find to be that asset for your heart and continue forward. The road behind me is filled with so many memories, and like a book, chapters of my life filled with joyful moments, fun moments, tearful moments, hopeful moments, moments where I didn't know how things would turn out if not for the grace of God in my life in those moments. Celebrations of new and challenging places to press through, including those places when a chapter comes to a close. Like a book. Like a book. This has been Donyale, and you've been here on the journey HBBA, and the intent, making gratitude contagious. Making gratitude contagious was, is, and always will be the intent. If you have enjoyed things that like this, some of the social media posts and the podcast or the YouTube channel, I recommend to get that book, Live Heart Inspired. It's a 216-page book, but what's beautiful about it, you're feeding and planning with me and making gratitude contagious, and you're sharing some of the love of what is shared here every day. It has pages filled with beautiful images and words to consider, and it's really like an inspirational journal is what it is. And the flow of it is that you can write your own thoughts on a journal. You can write all over the pages. I love books. I know people do a lot of ebooks, and I have that available for Live Heart Inspired too for those of you who do. But my ask is that you have a journal with you. Have something where you can write down your thoughts when you read something. I mean, I call it just let it flow. Let all that stuff come out that maybe that you just want to put on paper. And if it's something that you find that really just needs to be your own, then find it where you can do all of that and then pitch the notebook and, throw it away. If it's that kind of place where you can't put it away and feel safe in that. The goal is to be free of your thoughts and to consider what all that muck is inside. What are all those things that might create that worry and anxiety every single day for some? And of course, if you need more help, I would always recommend professional help. Go to your local church if you have one, or if you're going to get someone like a therapist or something, get some recommendations and also know what they believe. I think it's important when you find help that you know their intent, you know their mission, because those are the things that they're going to share with you. All right, my friend, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to Helping Build Bridges Across.com. This is Journey HBBA. My name again is Donyale. Take care.